harder than it needed to be because I thought vector layers would be a good idea. Yo, what's good? My name is Khadijah, and I learned that vector layers in Clip Studio Paint are hard, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Don't be like me and look up tutorials to help. I wasted so much time figuring this out, and it made the entire process longer than it needed to be. But enough about my mistakes, let's talk about my clown baby. Her name is Luna, she's a moon-inspired clown, and her partner in crime is Sol, a sun-inspired clown. This character came to me from a random doodle I did during a break and quickly became an obsession of mine. She's snarky, sleepy, and has no time for your BS. A lover of trash fan fiction, fantasy books, and tolerates Soul shenanigans because they're besties. Once I sketched out her and Soul's design in this video here, I went straight to Clip Studio Paint to finalize her look. So let's talk about these vector lines. I thought it would be a good idea to do my line work on a vector layer to have nice, crispy lines. Vector is a type of file that can be scaled large or small and not affect the quality. If I draw a dot on a vector layer and make it bigger, that dot will retain its crispiness and not look crunchy. I'd Google it for a deeper understanding. These vector lines have these little dots that you can adjust if you mess up, which is great, until you see how many there are. In the end, I should have drawn the lines normally. I need the practice anyway. So the rest of this part is me stumbling gracefully through the line work until I have something I'm satisfied with. Yeah, I'm gonna speed this up so you don't have to suffer like I did. I already knew I wanted to have a blue and purple color theme for Luna and grabbed a color palette from the website Color Hunt. It's a site that has randomly generated color palettes that you can pick from. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. Having the colors already picked out saved me so much time, and I was able to dive right into laying down my flat colors. So here I'm doing a trick to check your color contrast. You make a layer on top of all of your colors and you fill it in black. In the layer effects, change it to hue and it will change everything grayscale. From there, you can check how your colors look together. If two colors next to each other are too close in gray tones, you know that's the area you need to adjust. So from here, I make adjustments to the colors and start adding in the stripes for the dress. I lay down a potential background color and dive into shading. I'm not gonna go too deep into my shading process. Let's just say I had no idea what I was doing and was 100% winging it. Proper shading requires you to understand your light source, have a few references to study, and you go from there. Yeah, I didn't do that. So we're gonna talk about why I'm drawing this piece in the first place. I'm making this drawing to refresh my skills and get used to making art again. There was a point in time where I hardly drew at all and was burnt out from university. So right now I'm taking advantage of this little burst of inspiration to make as much art as possible. Why? Because I'm starting my art business and my first goal is to run an artist alley table in the following year. I want to start with these Luna and Soul stickers that I've been working on and do some art prints as well. This is why it's super important to me to keep powering through my mistakes and learning from them. This will help me create better art in the future that I'll be happy with and quality work to sell for my business. Speaking of work that I'm happy with, let's talk about the rest of this drawing. For the background, I picked through a few colors that went well with Luna, added a gradient with those colors, and drew in the stars and moon with a basic pen tool. Then copied the star layer, added a glow effect, and moved it off to the side a bit to create a hazy effect. From here, I start to experiment with different background styles until I find one that I'm pleased with. Despite how long it took to make, I still had fun making this piece and learned a lot of what not to do throughout this process. I love this one so much I made it my phone wallpaper, and I'm considering turning this into a mini print for my first Artist Alley table. Speaking of artist alleys, I've done a lot of research about them and even asked a few artists for advice. If you want to learn more about the Artist Alley experience, then check out this video where I interview artists for beginner advice and tips.